In this video, I'm going to be talking about the dream that you may have let go of, the gift that you've forgotten about, or whatever it is that you kind of just put to the side, but you know you need to be striving for. You know you need to be activating that gift. Yeah. You know you need to be chasing after that dream that you had that you might have forgotten about. But in this video, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about that and how I've seen in my own life how that's been reactivated. Hey, this is still part of my OSE continuation. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. I got to finish out strong, so we're finishing out strong. Welcome back to the channel. I got some good stuff today, and we're going to be talking about that stuff today. And I hope you guys are feeling good. I have not been posting consistently, but I've been grinding on the back end. I promise you, I've been grinding on the back end. I've been out here, writing script, trying to get my words together. And just get more prepared for videos, but also get more prepared for speaking out in the world. So a couple weeks ago, I met up with one of my friends, and I was sharing with him my passion for speaking, my passion for, just being an effective communicator. And he said, "Hey, Miguel, man, why don't you go to communicator events? Why don't you go to these events to where you meet people who are other communicators? Why don't you go to these events to where more people can hear your voice so they can let you know, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you need to improve on. Here's where you need to grow." But I was nervous. To be honest with you guys, I was facing some real fear. I was facing some fear of like, man, I don't want to go in these areas because just honestly, it was defeat within before it was defeat on the outside. I lost the battle in here before I could even show up to the war out there. So it was really all in here. And it was just, like I said, it was fear. I struggle a lot of times with writing my stuff out or whatever it may be. I honestly enjoy impromptu. If you guys never noticed, all of my videos are majority impromptu. Most of what I'm doing is impromptu in my videos. So I know it may look like, man, he thought this out. What, bro? I just got that 2 seconds ago. But I'm trying to get better at that. I also enjoy doing impromptu stuff. I enjoy just talking about what's on my heart, spitting those words out that's on my heart, that's on my mind. But I also enjoy being prepared. I also need to be better with being prepared. I want to structure my stuff. I want to be able to talk better. But like I said, talking is my passion. Speaking, effective communication is my passion. It is my dream. And I believe it is my gift. So why am I telling you this? Because I believe all of us have a gift. All of us have a gift. And a lot of times, fear gets in the way of us just pursuing that gift. I'm not saying you got to be, if you're a singer, I'm not saying you got to be the next Michael Jackson. I'm not saying if you're a football player, you got to be the next whoever, right? I'm just saying that what's stopping you today from activating your gift? What's stopping you today from just pursuing the dream, from just putting some effort in there? Because that's why get a tool and not be able to use it. You know what I discovered? And this breaks my heart. It makes me kind of somewhat emotional every time I just get ready to talk about it, because it's such a good game. I got to give the enemy his props. He played a great game on me, guys. He played an excellent game on me. And that is this. If I'm an effective communicator, if I believe that I'm an effective communicator, that means that my gift is my voice. Okay? My gift is my voice. Check this out. So if my gift is my voice, and I now have a gift from God for my voice to be able to speak and to be able to talk to hearts, to be able to talk to souls, to be able to talk to people's minds, to be able to be a man of influence, to be able to be a man that is a leader. Check this out. And I use my gift improperly. How did I use my gift improperly? Please excuse my language when I say this, but I committed so many days of gift suicide. I committed so many days of gift suicide by speaking negatively towards my gift, by speaking negatively towards what I know I contain. I know I am a good speaker. I know I can go speak. I can get better. I ain't saying I'm the best of the best, and don't hear me wrong, baby. I'm just saying I can get better, but I know I'm good. I know I'm good. I know I can do this. I've spoken in places and people's hearts have been moved. I've spoken in places and people have felt just a difference in the room after I get done speaking. I am hot. Whew. I've spoken in these places and I've seen the fruit of me speaking. So why in the world would I use my own gift towards me? For several years, I spoke negatively and didn't even know I was committing gift suicide. I'm not this. I'm not that. Man, I'll never be able to do that, man. I don't know. That's for those people. That's da da da. They are this and da 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 da. And they only got that because of this, and they only did that because of that, and this and da da da. But da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. Committing gift suicide every single day. And what do you think that does to your mind? Let me ask you this. What are you saying about your gift? Just because it didn't work out for you. What are you saying? What are you saying about your gift? Are you sitting here telling people, yeah, I wanted to be a drummer, but I wanted to be a singer, but, and I understand life happens, things happen where we have to shift and we have to be able to find other gifts. We have to be able to find other purpose. But check this out. How are you talking about the gift that you were given? Imagine this. Let's say you bought somebody something. Let's say you got somebody a gift. And the next thing you do, you walk by and you hear them talking trash about the gift you gave them. Why would you give them anything else? Would you even want to give them anything else? So then the first step I had to learn, check this out, catch this. The first step I had to learn was I need to start talking about my gift a little different. I need to start talking about my gift like I understand who gave me the gift. Okay, I need to start talking about my gift like I understand the gift giver. You feel me? So I started changing my vocabulary about my gift. You tracking? And this is post conversation with my friend. So I just want to make sure you're keeping up with the story. This is post conversation with my friend. So we're not even talking about like, hey, you know, I did this 3 years ago. No. We're talking about a couple months ago. We're talking about a couple months ago, okay? Now, just for more context, I left this conversation discouraged. Because it was like, man, I know I got this fear, but it was really like, what can I blame it on? I don't want to pay attention to the fear that I have. I want to push it towards something else. What can I blame it on? Meanwhile, like I said, committing gift suicide, okay? And then I started changing my vocabulary about my gift. I just want to make sure you guys are caught up. Started changing my vocabulary about my gift. I started telling myself, hey, man, you are an effective communicator. I am a good speaker. I may not be the best today, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Look out. I'm on my way. Okay. I may not be the best today, but I'm on my way. I may not be to where I want to be tomorrow, but I'm on my way. And as I started believing and teaching myself and speaking life into my gift again, I started getting on my way. I started taking more action. I said, hey, man, what if I just started looking at the structure of how to write stuff out? That was a fear of mine, writing out my speeches, and I'm still getting on it. I'm still not saying I've mastered it. But you know what's crazy? Do you want to know what's crazy? Is I'm better than I was that day. I'm better than I was that day because it's a skill that I know my gift. I think what happens is a lot of times we get lazy with our gift. We get real lazy. It's like, well, I'm gifted, but because I'm gifted, I don't have to work on talent. I don't have to work on skill. Gift means I got it. Okay. If somebody gifted it to me, that means I got it. It's already mine. We good. A talent means I obtained it. You feel me? A talent means I had to go learn how to do that. I spent countless hours in the gym. I spent countless hours speaking. That's what I'm saying. That's whenever you obtaining your talent. And I think what happens is a lot of times we get lazy with the gift. We got the gift. Cool. I'm good. I could pull up anywhere. I'm just using me for an example. I'm good. I could pull up anywhere I can speak. But will I be good when I get there? I know I could do it. I know it's going to do something. I know people are going to feel something, but how can I speak to where people feel every word I'm saying? How can I speak to where people feel what I'm saying in their hearts? How can I speak to where people don't forget what I said after I leave? How can I speak to change lives forever, baby? I'm trying to change lives forever. Why? Because I'm working on my talent. I'm working on my skill. I'm in the gym. And like I said, I think the fear, it was a thing of fear and laziness. Okay. I'm burning up. It was a combination of fear and laziness. And when you put those two together, you get procrastination. You get somebody that's just stagnant, just sitting. Somebody that's complacent, like we talked about in my last video. Somebody that's complacent. So, like I said, guys, I first started changing it because I started talking different about my gift. Because I started talking different about my gift, my actions started to follow. Okay. And I just want to encourage you, start talking different about your gift. Okay. And then let your actions follow. Like I said, if you're a singer, start telling people, man, I'm a good singer. Start telling yourself, I am a good singer. And then get out there and start writing some songs. Start working on the vocals, whatever it may be, whatever your gift is, start working on it. You ain't even got to tell, you don't even have to tell anybody. Just start working on it behind closed doors because it's your gift. Don't let it go to waste. Don't throw that gift away. Why would you want to throw away precious gold? You got a gift from the gift giver. Why would you want to throw away anything from him? So that's number 2. Make sure you lock in and just start practicing your gift. Number 3, I started talking different publicly about my gifts. Oh boy. Check this out. Excuse me. When people ask me, hey, what do you do? I tell them I'm a speaker. Really? Yeah. I'm an effective communicator. I focus on effective communication. What do you talk about? Well, one, I talk in my job about leadership. But on my actual YouTube channel, you got to be bold, man. Start telling people what you do. Start telling people about your gift. Start speaking positively about your gift. You already perfected speaking it to yourself. So now we're going to get bold. We're going to start building our confidence. You tracking? We're going to start building our confidence and start telling people, hey, yeah, this is what I do. Even if it's not your full-time job, we ain't talking about the job. We talking about just, hey, when people ask to learn something about you, when people want to know something about you, be bold about that thing. Be confident about what your gift is. And lastly, check this out, guys. This is my testimony for today. Start activating. Start walking in your gift. Hey, look, for the last 2 weeks, it has been a question for me. Hey, I'm not even going to say it's a question for me. It's something I've been tested with, because the testing don't stop just because you're going through this stuff. Just because you feel like this and that. You know what's crazy? I read recently that high performers, we're talking about NBA players, we're talking about NFL players, we're talking about hockey player, whatever high performer you want to think of, they still get nervous before a game. They still get nervous before a performance. Can you believe that? Years and years and years and years of practice, years and years and years of execution on their exercise, on whatever they do, and they still get nervous? And why? Where does nervousness come from? Nervousness come from, will I be able to perform to the best of my abilities? Will I be able to perform to the best of my abilities? I know I can do it, but will I be able to perform to the best of my abilities? So these last 2 weeks, it's been a nervousness. It's been a little fear. It's been a little, hey, will I ever get to be able to perform to the best of my abilities? And I found myself in places, looking for places to speak, like my friend told me to do from the get-go. So I say, you know what, man, I'm gonna pull up. So I found one meeting. Check this out. Pulled up, and they had a thing towards the end where we did impromptu speaking, guys. Now, I just told you, most of my stuff is impromptu. All I've ever done my entire life when it comes to effective communication, when it comes to communicating, is impromptu speaking. So we talking about my lane. We talking about my lane. And then they told me what I had to speak on. That's where you messed up. Because not only are we talking about my lane, when they told me what we had to speak on, we talking about my game. You feel me? We in my game now. Man, I went up there, killed it. You already know, killed it. Killed it. I technically competed against 8 people and left with first place. I'm not saying that out of cockiness. I'm not saying out of arrogance, but I'm saying that the gift was still there. The gift is being activated. It reminded me, hey, get back on the gift. Get thriving in the gift. You have a gift, don't waste it. You have a gift, don't waste it. So then a week later, I said, man, I'm gonna pull up to another one just because I'm trying to, see what the group's about. Pulled up to another one. And they try to joke with me. They try to, hey, since it's your first time here, you got to do the impromptu. I said, I'm ready. I came here ready, big dog. I came here ready for this. I came here for this, bro. I didn't come here to play around. I came here for this. This is what I do. Don't you understand that? So the time came up for impromptu. And like I said, I'm not saying this out of cockiness or arrogance. Just walk with me. We going somewhere with this information. My time came up, and they tell me to go up. I'll see if I can give y'all a little bit of what I did. I don't know if I'll be able to remember it all the way. I don't know if I'm be able to talk about it all the way or get it accurate. But I'll tell you a little bit what I did. So the word of the day was Peloton. If you don't know what Peloton is, we're not talking about the bike. But a Peloton is a group of people that you do a race with, whether that's biking or running. It's just a group of people that you do a race with. That being said, all the questions were built around running or racing or whatever it may be. So I went number 2. They said, hey, pick a number between 1 and 7. I said, okay, cool. I'll pick a number between 1 and 7. They said pick a number between 1 and 8. I said, cool. I pick a number between 1 and 8. I pick number 7. Holy number. Got to go with that. So he said, hey, a lot of times when people that are racing and they get tired, like senior racers or people that are professionals will tell them, just enjoy the journey. How have you enjoyed the journey of life? You messed up, because now I'm in my lane. But when you told me that question, guess what? I'm in my game. I said, hey, thank you, sir, for the question. This is a question that my father-in-law has reminded me of all the time. And actually, I was thinking about this morning. And I believe that life is a journey. Like I said, my father-in-law reminds me all the time that life is a journey. And the beauty of a journey, here's the beautiful thing about a journey. The beauty of a journey is that we don't do it alone. We don't do it alone. In the journey in life, we run the race. We run the journey of life with our Peloton, the people that we lift up, the people that will push us into greatness. But because I am a man of influence, because I am a leader, check this out. Don't miss this. You want to catch it. Because I operate in those areas, it is important to me. It is my responsibility. It is my duty, not to just be lifted up, but to make sure that I lift them up, that I make sure they get to their destination with their journey. And one thing I love about the journey is that the journey, we get it confused. The journey is really the destination. The journey is really the destination. Today is the destination. The reason why we get so caught up in this journey of life is because we're looking at where we could be, where we think we should be, or we're looking at where we came from and thinking that we're not there anymore. But the beauty of the journey is that the destination is here. It is what's in front of us today. It is what we are doing right now. What I serve today, what I focus on today, that is my journey. That is where I am. That is the beauty of my journey. Pause for a second now. I see them showing my card. Hey, red flag, your time about to end. So I'm like, cool, we going for a closing. Say less. So, action. So I go, pause, my bad. So I'm like, all right, I'm coming in my closing. Action. Hey, so I'll leave you guys with this. I'll tell you just the way I tell my students. I just became a leadership instructor for a high school. I'll tell you the exact same thing I tell my students. Life is a journey. We don't do it alone. But here's the thing about that journey. In order to be prepared for your journey, it takes serving somebody else's journey. And whenever you serve somebody else's journey, then you'll be prepared for your own. My name is Miguel Devon. Thank you guys for your time. Bro, out of there. And I'm telling you this because when you activate your gift, I believe you will be blown away. I believe you will be blown away by the words that you say, by the things that you do, by the talents and the gifts that you didn't even know you had in you. When you start activating in your gift, start activating in your gift. What's your gift? If you don't know what your gift is, look at what it is that the only thing you have. What's all if everything was taken away from you, what do you have left? For me, that is my voice. And I can tell story, I can tell life, I can talk about what I've seen through my voice. Make sure you activate your gift today. Don't wait another day. Start activating in your gift. I'm getting ready to close this video because I am sweating, I'm hot. But I want to make sure that you guys understand, man, activate your gift today. Don't waste that gift. You got a gift from the greatest gift giver in the world. There is no better gift giver. Activate that gift. I'll see y'all